Now let us come to the new chapter, that is an introduction to chemistry. What is chemistry? Actually, the word chemistry is a part of science, and this word science comes from the Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. In general, science is a system of acquiring knowledge about natural processes around us, such as day, night, growth of a tree, etc. This system of acquiring knowledge is mainly based on observations and experimentations. The people who carry out various experiments to study science are called scientists. There are two main branches of science mainly. They are called physical science, that is related with non-living thing, and another one is natural science or living science, for related with living thing only. These two are further divided into various branches such as physics, chemistry and biology. Chemistry is the branch of physical science that deals with the characteristics and compositions of various forms of matter along with the changes they undergo. From ancient civilizations are developed technologies that would eventually form the basis of the various branches of chemistry. These included extracting of metals from ores, making pottery, fermenting wine, extracting chemicals from the plants for medicine and perfume, etc. During the medieval period also, many people were involved in the ancient practice of alchemy. Gradually, scientists began performing experiments and recording their results, setting the stage for modern chemistry. A clear differentiation was made between chemistry and alchemy by Robert Boyle in his work. Then chemistry became as established science with the work of Anthony Laurent Lavoisier. He developed the law of conservation of mass, the foundation of which was careful measurement and quantitative observations. John Dalton proposed the atomic theory. Dmitri Mendeleev formulated the periodic law. These further led to the discoveries of many new elements and compounds. Chemistry was further advanced by path-breaking discoveries and inventions by scientists such as Marie Curie, Ernest Rutherford, and others. In recent times, also Indian scientists who have produced acclaimed work in the field of chemistry are like C.N.R. Rao, Venkataraman Ramakrishnan, also included in this field. So now I am going to show you the scientists and their inventions one by one. So children, now I am going to show you some famous scientists, the great minds of our chemistry. First, Henry Cavendish produced hydrogen and carbon dioxide in his laboratory. Then Joseph Priestley, who discovered 10 gases including oxygen, sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide also. Anthony Laurent Lavoisier, who named oxygen and hydrogen, developed also the law of conservation of mass. John Dalton proposed the atomic theory. D.I. Mendeleev, who designed the periodic table of elements, and Marie Curie isolated radium and polonium. J.J. Thomson discovered and identified the electron. Now, P.C. Roy. Do you know the full name of P.C. Roy? Profulla Chandra Roy. He was chemist and the famous man who founder of Bengal and Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals also, which is the India's first pharmaceutical company. Then see Ernest Rutherford, who discovered the nucleus of the atom. S.N. Bose, another one more famous scientist from our India, that is Satyendranath Bose, who provided the foundation for Bose-Einstein statistics and the theory of Bose-Einstein condensed state. C.N.R. Rao, who worked mainly in solid state and structural chemistry. Now, lastly, Venkataraman Ramakrishnan studied the structure and function of ribosomes. Importance of chemistry. Chemistry plays an important role in everyday life and also helps to fulfill our basic needs. Some major fields in chemistry has contributed, like food. Food additives are made from chemicals and are included in food to improve their shelf life, appearance, and flavor. Preservatives such as sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfate, and others are used for the preservation of food. Artificial sweeteners such as saccharin and aspartame are used to sweeten food also. Number 2. Agriculture. Food supply depends on the development and applications of advanced techniques and methods of agriculture also. To increase crop yield, scientists have developed chemicals such as fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, and fungicides. Clothing. Number 3. Cloth is made of fibers. Fibers may be natural or synthetic. Natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals. Cotton, wool, silk, and jute are the natural fibers. Synthetic fibers are prepared from the chemical substances like nylon, polyester, terylene, these are. Number 4. Building materials. Materials such as cement, mortar, bricks, steel, glass, and varnishes are used for the construction of buildings, roads, and bridges. These materials are manufactured by chemical processes. Number 5. Medicines. Medicines are chemical substances used in the prevention and treatment of diseases. The knowledge of chemistry has helped in preparing various kinds of medicines to detect and fight diseases. For example, medicines like paracetamol, aspirin, penicillin, tetracycline, etc. Number 6. Metal and alloys. Many metals are extracted from their ores by chemical methods. These metals have a wide variety of important uses for industrial and consumer products also. The alloys of these metals find applications in various products such as machines and automobiles. Now, children, I am going to tell you about the other side of the chemistry, that is the harmful effects of chemistry along with the beneficial effects. There are some harmful effects also. Increased pollution is one of them. Chemical processes in industries produce harmful smoke, poisonous gases, and toxic wastes products that cause both air and water pollution. Harmful pollutants cause many diseases in human beings as well as in plants and animals. Secondly, depletion of natural resources. Application of chemistry has increased industrialization. This has caused a depletion of our natural resources such as forest, mineral, petroleum, and coal, and has also damaged our environment. And thirdly, destructive weapons. Chemistry finds use in the development of explosives such as TNT, RDX, and other deadly weapons such as the atomic bomb and hydrogen bomb. All these have been developed for use in mining and national security, however, is misused also. If misused, explosives and weapons can cause massive destruction to life and properties. Chemistry laboratory. A chemistry laboratory is a place where experiments in chemistry are performed. A student needs to understand the proper way of working in a chemistry lab. So we must know the proper use of each piece of equipment and the chemicals to be used. We must also be aware of the precautions to be observed while working in a chemistry lab. So now let us see what are the common laboratory apparatus which are used in chemistry lab. First one, that is test tube. Test tube is used for carrying out chemical tests and for heating solids and liquids. Number 2, beaker, used for stirring, mixing and heating substances. Number 3, conical flask. It is used for mixing liquids only. Number 4, round bottom flask. It is used for heating liquids. Number 5, flat bottom flask, which is used for mixing or stirring liquids, but it should not be used for heating. Number 6, measuring cylinder. It is used to measure the volume of the liquids. Number 7, funnel, used for pouring liquids into vessels with a narrow mouth or for filtration. Next one is China dish. The another name of this apparatus is evaporating dish, which is used for heating or evaporation of the substances. 9. Wire gauge. It helps in heating glass apparatus evenly used and therefore reducing the chances of breakage. Number 10. Bunsen burner. It is used for heating, of course. And last, number 11 is tripod stand, which is used to support other apparatus. To work with these apparatus in chemistry lab, few instructions must be kept in mind, like a lab coat, matchbox, soap, a duster and a small towel are a must for every student. Never forget to bring with you the textbook for consultation and the practical book for recording the results. Read the experiment to be done in advance and thoroughly understand the procedure. Always keep the apparatus and working table clean. Before starting the experiment, arrange the apparatus required for the experiment. Do your work patiently and confidently. In case you face any difficulty, approach your teacher for guidance. After completing the experiment, thoroughly clean the workspace and the glassware that has been used. Also put away everything including the apparatus and the reagent bottles in order. Make sure that the gas and the water taps have been turned off after use. Now students, one more thing, while you will work in chemistry lab, you must keep in mind that few safety precautions we should maintain to avoid the accidental situations in the lab. Like wear a lab coat or apron to protect your clothing. It is advisable to wear safety goggles also. Read the labels on all chemical reagent containers before using their contents. The use of wrong reagent can lead to a serious accident. Handle dangerous reagents such as concentrated nitric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. with very carefully. Don't throw hot nitric acid or sulfuric acid in the sink without cooling it. Make sure that water is running into the sink so that when you throw away anything into it, it is safely washed away. Don't heat a test tube containing a solution with its mouth facing towards you or your neighbor. If any solid or liquid chemical spills on your skin or clothes, wash immediately under running water. If a burn is caused by chemicals like concentrated acids or corrosive alkalis, rinse it out at once with a large amount of water. Never test a chemical or inhale its vapor unless your instructions are like that. Don't eat or drink in the lab. Definitely identify the location of the fire extinguisher and also know how to use it. So we have come to the end of the portion of this chapter. Hope you get an idea about the chemistry now. Follow my next videos which can help you for further studies. Thanks.